Hi there, my name is Maluko Marinero and I'm working on Guerrilla War. This is a status update on some of the tactical work I've been doing recently. Things have changed quite a bit. Now they can see a whole lot further, they can see the same distance we can, so it's a bit like EW, and we've got some new tools. So the first is Survey, which is the ability to just boost your sight radius but you end your turn. So obviously it's harder to do in combat, but you can sneak it out and it will give you a way to see what's going on and maybe maneuver your squad around. With the larger detection radius, you're more likely to get caught out, so you're going to have to be a bit more prepared to deal with these sort of imperfect engagements. And because I've set it up to activate all pods, obviously once you get started you've sort of got to keep going because everyone's going to be gunning for you. Because our soldiers have been caught out here, what we're going to do instead is figure out where our grenade range is and then prepare a grenade by priming it. We've changed it so that all grenades will take one turn to blow up. So in this case what we've chosen to do is, instead of throwing the grenade and giving the enemy a turn to react, we're going to hold on to it and try and get the rest of us into position. So we'll get all our people into position so we can do something about things next turn. We're just going to sit on Overwatch and then we'll go from there. Now it's time for us to start our ambush. Another thing that's changed is that we've now got 3 fire modes for our standard assault rifle: aimed, snapshot, and fully automatic. An aim shot is what you expect. It gives you a bit more aim and crit, but it also requires both of your action points. But it's perfect for use in this case. I'll take out one soldier. You can see there that we got more than one damage roll, because with multiple shots comes multiple damage rolls. We do per bullet modelling now. You can see those guys move forward, and we might even be able to get both of them with the grenade that we've just primed up. Let's give it a shot. So now that we're in this rookie situation that you might be used to, where really there's not a whole lot that you can do other than roll the dice. With our fire modes, we've got a little more options to take, and the main reason for those options is because shots don't do nothing if they miss now. All shots will come with a level of ambient suppression, which means if you take a large amount of fire a large amount of rounds, like using automatic fire, see, there's no way that we're going to hit them. We've got very little chance, and you can see all those misses. That's for all 9 bullets that went that way. But the benefit of that is now that that trooper is under a degree of suppression, and he will only be able to break that suppression if he moves. There's no overwatch, but you can combine arms with several different soldiers to be able to suppress them, stop them from shooting at you, but also overwatch to take care of any rushing moves that they try to do. And that gives you the ability to control their movement while also hedging your bets in certain ways. What we're going to do from this soldier is take some aim shots and try and get through cover. We only need to hit with 1 shot. We do have 3 rounds coming in, so let's give it a try. With that soldier on the left locked down, we want to get it moving on the objective. The other pod has been activated, or at least will activate when
you're near the target position.
So we want to get in front of that, and what we're going to do is use a timed grenade to help control that ground in front of them. So we're going to get a grenade over there, and that's going to force them to displace rather than take shots at us next time. Of course, using grenades is a tremendous opportunity for us to get into an Overwatch position, which will allow us to exploit the fact that unfortunately, while the AI does take the grenades into account, it's not currently the brightest, so we're going to have to do a bit of work there to make things fully right on, because as you can see there, both of them have taken cover while still in the grenade radius, so they're going to be in for a world of hurt this turn. Same goes for the cities, unfortunately. At any rate, we cleaned them up fairly soon after that, and we made our way down. Knowing that reinforcements were on the way, we collected what bodies we could and headed up into the chopper.
Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
We've got one bit of equipment that's going to be helping us next mission, a pair of binoculars, which is going to let our survey ability cover a whole lot more ground. We'll also take a flashbang and a med kit for good measure. We'll need that because more damage rolls means more likelihood to do damage, and that goes both ways. However, we have a graze mechanic, which means even though they're going to be doing damage, often it's going to be light damage when you're using cover correctly. That said though, flanks become even more deadly because you've got more damage rolls, you get an aim boost, you get a crit boost, and you don't have to deal with that graze the moment you get past their cover. So instead the game becomes a bit more about movement, using fire to suppress, overwatch to fix them from moving, and manoeuvring your soldiers around the side to try and take advantage of that. In this mission we found ourselves in a bit of trouble straight out the gate. We've got some civilians there, and unfortunately they're going to spot us straight away. So that means we're going to get a look in, but we're not really going to be able to get much ground uncontested. And unfortunately, even with this very long sight radius, there's not a whole lot that we've gotten out of it because there's so much cover in the way that we just can't see what our opposition is going into. So we're just going to have to get moving forward and see what we can do. Going back to weaponry, our fire modes and our graze chance gives us a little more room to express what makes each weapon unique. The shotgun, as you'd expect, is the CQB star. It can do an awful lot of damage, but it only gets one shot, so if you miss outright. It's a lot harder to do gradual damage, and it's not particularly useful for suppressing. The sniper rifle, on the other hand, is very good for picking units off on target at long range. So you're less likely to grab one, although we did pick one up here. The cannon becomes the team's heavy machine gun. It's very useful for suppression, and it's also very useful for whatever the hell happens here. Let's give that sniper another chance. Note the graze chance down at the bottom left. So we can shoot through cover, but we're going to try and finish off that trooper back over on the right. That's it. These changes allow for volume of fire to be a more viable tactic. Because you're getting more hit rolls, you're getting a little more gradual damage, so you're more likely to make the mark that you need to finish off an enemy if you can get the amount of firepower you need to bear. I don't know how good an idea this is, but anyway, we got it done. Let the cannon finish off by showing us what it looks like when it takes fire under cover. The other big thing that the cannon will do is it has really big suppression effects, so that soldier, unless he moves, won't be able to shoot very accurately. That does the best ammo footage. Hopefully give you an idea of what exactly I'm working on. I've still got a bit of work to do. I'd like to take some time just playing campaigns and working with those numbers. There's also a system that I want to introduce where you can actually mix and match whatever loadout you want, classless-ish system that allows for building up weapon specialities, and I think that would make this tactical situation very well. Either way, it's a work in progress, and I've got some aim for how this is meant to play out, how it's meant to feel, and I've got to take some time to knock that out. But if you're interested in what I'm working on, I do stream when I do dev, and I might release it if people want me to enough. That's it from me. Thank you very much.